Hi everyone, today we're going to work with non-ankle loading exercises. So if you just sprain your ankle or still recovering from any ankle issues, this is a friendly workout for you. We're going to start in a mermaid sitting position, so just folding your right leg to the side, stacking up your spine. We're going to reach your left arm up, inhale, and as you exhale, reaching down into a nice side bend. Think of grounding that hip and keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And bring it back center, other side, grounding opposite hip. So it's checking that we're not lifting that hip off. Now if you are uncomfortable on your knees or your hips, you can always modify back to cross-legged position. Or you can also sit on the chair to do your side bend. Allow your shoulders to soften. Okay. Let's do one last set on each side here, grounding that left hip as you stretch to the right. Chin away from your chest and finish through to the other side. Nice. Okay, and just switch over with the other leg. If not, just stay with your cross-legged position. Inhale, we're going to reach that right arm up, find length. And as you exhale, grounding your hip, keep thinking of lifting your rib cage, softening your shoulders, and making sure that your chin is in line with your chest. Or you can also look down if that's more comfortable. Reaching up and over, grounding your hip, allow your shoulders to melt down your back. Two more each side, working with your own flexibility. And you can ease deeper with every rep here. Keep reaching away through your arm, lifting up through your rib. Last one. And bring it back center and relax. Next, we're gonna come down into side lyings, just bending both knees, lying on your side. Have both hands behind your head. And just making sure that your hips and your knees are stacked, one on top of each other. We're gonna rotate your spine to the back. Exhale, twist. And as you inhale, twisting forward, but try to keep your hips from falling forwards with you. So working with your own mid-back, upper back rotation. Exhale, abs are drawing in gently. Inhale to rotate. Now notice what is leading your rotation. It can be the hands, or the head, or the neck instead of the body, okay? So just bringing your mind to that torso, twisting from your rib cage and the mid-back. Your head and your arms are following and twisting forward, belly button in. Last one here, making sure your knees are still stacked so they're not falling back and they're not going forwards. Okay, once you have that, return to center. If this is an uncomfortable position, you can always bring it lower or at a medium height, okay? We're gonna send that top leg out and work with your hips a little bit. So on your inhale, just reach your leg forwards, folding through your hip, and then point your toe, pulling back, okay? Now, if your ankle's not comfortable with the coordination, you can just relax your foot and working with your thigh, going forwards and back, and drawing your abs in. We're still trying to keep the hips stacked. And 3, now if you want a little bit harder, you can go higher with your leg, okay? Squeezing through your bum. Now just check that this knee is not turning down. Let's keep it slightly externally rotated. And you can relax your neck in your different position, okay? So either high, medium, or low, drawing your abs in. Bring your mind to the squeezing of your bum as you pull the leg back and that opening through the hip created by the bum squeeze. Last one, inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhale, abs resisting. And then bring it back down. Okay, now we're gonna scoot forwards a little bit and straighten both knees. Make sure you have space behind you because we will be rotating your body towards the back, okay? So now, bottom arm straighten. Fingertips stand by and energize. Top hand as well, just your fingertips. As you exhale, we're gonna think of pulling the shoulder towards the hip and lifting the legs up. And then slowly lowering down with control. Okay, now if you're able to balance, maybe reduce it to 1 or 2 fingers, 2, and lower. Check out the speed of your head movement versus the speed of your side, your obliques contracting. Okay, sometimes the arm and the head will want to take the lead, so that results in fast movement but ends up in a lot of neck tension, okay? So find control in your strength. 4 more. If you're able to balance with the hips staying stacked, you can free your arms, and that will give you a little bit more side work. Keep the energy of your legs, the length of your legs. 3. And in terms of speed, think of high, higher, highest. Melting both shoulders down away from the ears. Low, low, lowest. Okay, let's do last two. Only go as high as you're comfortable, so wherever we don't need the neck to help us too much. Last one here, we're gonna lift, and this brings us to our part 2. We're gonna roll over on your back. Your hands can support your head. Give me a triple pulse here. 3, think of rib to hip rather than going high, think of going deep. 2, exhale 1. Lower your legs down and then face back to the front, either keeping your legs floating or rested if you need a break. Try again, lifting both legs. Falling back, go into your upper ab curl, relax the shoulders. If you prefer hands-free, go for your pulse here. 3. Again, we're still thinking of going deep instead of going high. Okay, 2, controlled pulse. 1. And then bring the legs down if you like a bit more challenge, arms overhead. And then balance to the side, legs up. 3, falling to the side. We're gonna do 6 sets here, but if you wish to do a little bit more, you can pause the video to complete additional sets. 2, abs in, 1. And then legs lower down, lower abs, and side. As add in breathing, 3 more. Exhale to fall back with control. Inhale to check your center, relax your neck, deepen your core. And pulse 3. Exhale 2, exhale 1, inhale, stand by, exhale lower, and inhale face center. Last 2, exhale twist. This is oblique. As you curl up, inhale, upper abs. Ready with your pulse, 3. Okay, without needing to jam your chin to your chest or to jerk your head up. And then lower the legs down, belly button in, facing side. Okay, last one, turning to your side. Okay, if your hamstrings feel tight, you can always bend your knees, pulses 3. If you feel your neck, you can always support your head 2. And 1. Legs only go down to where you don't feel lower back ache. And then facing to the side. Great job. Okay, slowly coming up. Let's repeat this all on the other side. Starting with our rotation, and we'll build up to our core work. So stacking both your knees and your hips. And we're gonna have both hands behind your head. And let's rotate to the back with an exhale. Keep your hips, so corner of your eye, just double check that your hips are not falling back. Turn to look behind you to deepen your stretch. Then reach forwards, your abs are drawing in. And twisting back, exhale. Inhale to the front. And feel this coming from your torso, your rib cage, and your shoulder blades moving in opposite directions to loosen out and stretch the spine. So we're thinking of stabilizing from the hips. So if you see your hip falling back, either resist more or twist less. And go forwards. Let's do 2 more. Let your head be held by your hands, so the neck doesn't need to strain. And forwards, relaxing your neck and shoulders. Okay, coming back center. Now we're gonna straighten your top leg, and we're gonna reach it front and back. Okay, so height of your choice, top hand can come down. Head can also be lower if you feel a little bit of pinching on your neck. So we're gonna reach it forwards, your foot. You can relax it if it's hurting. If not, if you're fine with that coordination, flexing your ankle forward, pointing your toes, pull back. Now, when you decide on the range, base it on the stability of your body, okay? So if you're in a position where the body tends to sway with the leg movement, let's go for a smaller range instead, okay? So it doesn't mean it's wrong to move the body, just that in this exercise, our intention is to stabilize. So we work the glute and the core a little bit deeper, okay? 4, and just allow your thigh to turn out slightly, softening your neck. 3, belly button in. And think of your thigh pulling back, which allows that front hip opening. 2, inhale. Exhale back. Last one, inhale forwards. Abs are tight. Shoulders are soft. Exhale back. Good. Bring it in. Scoot forwards a little bit, straightening both your knees. And let's go into our double leg lift. Okay, so torso is lifting as well. Energize your fingertips from both hands. Maybe reduce the top hand if you can balance. Exhale, we're gonna lift both legs in of length. Draw the shoulder away from the ear. So 1 or 2 fingers are sufficient, stay there. Or you can also make it harder, reaching the arm out. Okay, and again, exhale, melt the shoulder away. Noticing the speed of head movement versus the speed of your crunch. Lowering down. Try to control the strength here without using momentum from the arm or from your neck. And there is a hip work happening. To keep both legs together, your inner thighs are working, and so are your glutes here to lift your legs up. Okay, 4 more. Only go as high as you feel comfortable, where it doesn't strain the neck, but you feel it gliding down towards your hip. Okay, last one actually. Exhale, reaching up. Stand by, we're gonna fall back, okay? Turn towards the back. You're lying on your back, you're in a curl up, ready for triple pulse. Think of rib to hip. 3, if you notice you tend to pull your head down or upwards, then go slower, okay? Last one, give me a lower ab work here, legs lower down, maybe hands can support. Slowly balance facing the front. Again, exhale and twist. Inhale and find your center, reinforce or relax your shoulders. Pulse it up, 3. Arms optional, 2. If not, you're reaching up for 1. Lower legs down. Inhale, face center. 3, halfway there. The slower you move through transitions, the harder this is gonna be, okay? So there's more control required. Try to use as little momentum as you can. And if you want to do more reps, go for it. 3, so you're feeling this on your obliques to control rotation. Upper abs to pulse up without straining the neck. Forwards this way. Last one. Lower legs, lower abs, belly button in. Facing the side, 2 more. And to the side, obliques. Rib hip connection, inhale. Exhale up, 3. And just watch for that closure between the rib and the hip. 1. Exhale, lower legs. Inhale, face to the front. 2 more. Exhale and twist. Okay, if this is strenuous on your neck, you can just hold here. Okay, and then you can pulse the leg up instead. Okay, if it's uncomfortable for your neck, after 3, then you face back to the front. Okay, last set and twist. Have the shoulder blades off by rounding them and then pulse it up. So we are rounding forwards but not going upwards. And lower legs down and slowly center, recover. Great job. Now let's lie belly down and work the upper mid back, okay? So we're gonna start this in a turn up position, like a frog position. Your hands will be by your side. So as I extend, I'm going to straighten the legs out into a turnout. Okay, as I lower down, we're gonna bend the knees back in. All right, so we're not loading the ankle to start. Okay, so once you're ready, belly button in, tuck your tailbone if you need more support. As you inhale, lift the chest, squeezing your bum, let the legs hover just above the floor, and just lift up to wherever you feel comfortable on the lower back. And 2, inhale, lift. Shoulders here, draw them down. Collarbone here, open out, so you're working that mid back, lower down. Okay, with the legs to energize them, we gotta squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. And lower. And checking into your core. 4, think of leaning back and gliding the shoulders down. The height of extension depends on how your body feels today, so it can also be a small lift. All right, doesn't have to be all the way if the lower back is feeling a little bit tight or stiff. Last 2, feeling that work in the tricep as well, the back of your arms, coming down with control. Last one, inhale to lift. Open through the chest, bring your attention to the upper mid-back muscles, and then lower down and recover. Now, we're gonna just bring the legs a bit closer and cross them. We're gonna do a wide push-up. Just bring your hands a little bit wider, maybe to the ends of your mat, or wider than shoulder width. From here, we're gonna push ourselves up, and you can adjust your hands. Find either a diagonal line, or you can go into a little bit more unloading on the wrists if needed. Okay, so if you're doing almost like an all-fours position, you can just bring your head over your hands and then pushing up through your arms. Now if you're going for a diagonal line, just gonna maintain this line. Okay, so from where you are, let's take a 3 count down. Keep your abs engaged, bending your elbows, 2, 1. Now think of your upper back, initiating, then your chest, your biceps, then finally your hands pushing down. 2, 2, 1. Exhale up, 2, 1. Now go with a range that you're able to hold your posture or alignment. So if you're starting to come up in like a snaking movement, try a smaller push-up. And that will work more on your arms and your chest and not so much on your lower back, okay? 3. Exhale up. Because we're doing it slow, it gets more challenging as well. 4, 2, 1. Your elbows are slightly angled down, okay? But it's not totally tight to the body, yeah? 2 more. Inhale, 2, 1. Abs in. Abs, upper back, chest. Last one. Height of your choice. Keep that control. Exhale up. Nice work. And then slowly just scoot back, lying on your back, resting your head back on your mat. We're gonna finish with a couple of stretches, okay? So start with your right knee hugging into your chest. Left leg you can straighten out if you'd like. To deepen this, pull your bum down. Notice that you're pulling in from the elbows bending and not from the shoulders shrugging. And then let's go into this hamstring stretch here. If you're not able to flex your ankle, if it's painful here, you just relax the foot and think of pulling your bum down towards the mat. Okay? If you're able to straighten your knee without feeling too much calf or knee pressure, go for it. If you're feeling those areas instead of your hamstring, soften your knee and then you intensify, okay? Relax your shoulders and breathe into the stretch. 3, 2 more breaths. 2, and 1. Okay, now from here, bring this leg more to the side. Okay, so it's across your body, but we're not falling over. We're still trying to ground the hips. And then we pull this leg in another angle. Okay, so I'll just show you from this angle. We're pulling the leg slightly to the side. So we were in line with the same side chest. Now we are more to the side to get into the outer thigh and hip area. Option here is to bend the knee more. Again, I'm showing you relaxed foot position. Okay, but if you feel fine on your ankles, you can flex your ankle and then draw in here with the bum pulling down towards your mat. Okay, if you find a deeper stretch in a more crossover position, that's fine, as long as your energy keeps thinking of grounding, even if the bum is off your mat. Okay, now from here, the last stretch on the same leg is facing the side. Front thigh stretch, we're gonna hold on to your ankle or just above it and then pull your knee back. Bottom leg is straight and you're supported. Okay, when you pull in, to open this hip and to stretch this thigh, we gotta bend our elbow and pull the leg back, okay? Now if you look across your shoulder, just making sure that your hips are not going forwards or going back, okay? So we're still keeping that kind of stack through the hips. And to go deeper, you wanna squeeze your bum and try and bring your leg closer to your hip. Again, checking the shoulder is glided down. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now repeating this on the other leg, we're gonna hug the knee into the chest, releasing your free leg, pulling your bum down, making sure your shoulders are set down. And then going into your hamstring stretch, option to flex the ankle or relax it if this gives you pain. Think of reaching your bum down and decide how much you need to bend the knee based on where you're feeling. So if it's calves and around your knee, soften your knee and you can pull your bum down here. Relax your shoulders as you breathe and take it to the bending of your elbows to go into your stretch. Breathing for 4, 3, and just stay gentle with your stretch. If you need to, slowly ease deeper rather than forcing it down. 2, 1. Okay, take this leg to the other side, so across your body, and then finding again an angle that works for you. Okay, so it might be more across, might be less, but the hip is continuously thinking of reaching down, and the leg is pulling in. Option to bend the knee more or less. 3, 2, and this helps to release a little bit of lower back pressure as well and hip tension. 1. Okay, and then just roll to your side, and we'll go for our quad stretch. Okay, so bottom leg stable, your hips are stacked, and you bend your elbow to pull the leg in, and you think of pulling the knee back, engaging your glutes so we open that front hip. Relax the shoulders and just breathe for 3, finding your balance if needed. Head can also be lower, okay? 2, 1, and recover. Okay, and that's all we have for today. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me.